Well, hello, all you monster fiends, and welcome to another mini monster review of ZombieCon Volume 1. In this movie, we follow a group of cosplaying friends who trigger a zombie apocalypse and are forced to transverse a zombie-infested I don't even think that's the right word, but travel a zombie-infested Los Angeles to save their loved ones. Directed by Kyle Vale, written by Kyle Vale, Aaron Aney, and Manny Luke, starring Manny Luke, Christian Castellas. Oh my God, I could say that in my head earlier. Castilius, Aaron Arney, Punky Johnson, and Nicole McCauley. What did we think of ZombieCon Volume 1?
As someone who frequents her fair share of conventions,
Yes.
I think I have a unique voice on this.
That is true. If nobody has never listened to us before and are just catching this review,
Yeah.
Dan does have her own business. Bleeding
Mm.
Marvelous is not just a catchy name.
It is not a pseudonym. I'm not an influencer. It is my actual business. You can go to the website and check. We go and we do Comic Cons
Hmm.
around the country. And so I have a unique perspective when it comes to this because I do about 10 or 15, and about five or six of them are some of the largest ones in the country. I am torn as to whether they've actually been to a large Comic Con before. Are they,
Hmm.
when they took this concept, that the idea of it and the thought of it is there,
Yeah.
but the execution for an indie film to make something about a Comic Con when you don't have the cast or the money to be able to pull a large, not even a large, like even the small, even SunnyCon, that's not what I call small, but it's
No.
smaller
Yeah.
mention. Bums through the door, people through the door, you're gonna have a bigger turnout than 20 people for a cosplay competition that they're battling to the death for. So I struggled with the concept, the execution of the concept, because the lineup to them battling off with a 42-year-old man who is their worst enemy. I think his name was Xander.
Yeah.
I struggled because when he was blue, I didn't see it. The minute he's in the car with the camera filming them do the fake,
Yeah.
I was like, you shouldn't be, you'll be on a watch list for that,
Yeah.
man.
He's what the idea and concept of this is great. The message it gives is actually really lovely. The fact that, it costs nothing to not be an arsehole, basically. And the way that they triggered the zombie apocalypse, I felt was quite clever, quite fitting within the realm of their world. Um, what I couldn't get my head around was when you have the battle and you have Xander. Why was his cap all down, but like up and I did as someone who appreciates makeup and makeup artists, I just a bit really that really got to me a little bit. But my my one thing that I would love to change, one little itty bitty detail, Punky should have been the leader.
And as I said to Sammy just before we went on this, her shoulders must have hurt from carrying this movie. It was how it was written.
Yeah.
And this is no shade, honestly. Writing a movie is not something that is an easy task for anybody.
Oh no.
And especially one that is so entrenched in you're putting your toe in a nerd culture world of
You
criticism.
oh
These
100 yeah.
people warriors stemmed from that's what nerds are.
Yeah.
That's what we're good at, right?
Yeah. I've been up against my fair share of DC fanboys in my time, so I understand where you're coming from with that one.
They are some of the most critical people in the world. So fact checking, execution, and just sheer oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Um,
You've got this. You created a
oh, it's
genre.
there, it's there. I did create a genre. Continuity, thank you.
Hey.
Has to be on point budget or no budget, you don't necessarily need a budget to get your point across.
Hmm.
But the idea's there, the concept's there, and I love it when people dream big, and that's what
Yeah,
seems to have happened. But
yeah.
it can't, when you're dreaming big, you have to work within your means, and I feel like the story was too big for the amount of people that could carry it off.
You are so right. It's got so much heart and such a genuine love of, the genre of nerdism and cosplay. There was a lot there. Um, if this is a volume one, could we have not like stretched it? And I know the ending leaves a lot to be, oh gosh, there's still, stuff, opened up. They could have like I feel they might have been able to flesh this out, get it, flesh this out a little bit. The zombie makeup, I gotta say, was really good. I really liked that. The costume cosplays that they did was fantastic. Again, it does have a lot of heart in there.
I will say, I understand that obviously with licensing, you can't use music, right? So I
Yeah.
get, but whoever wrote whoever wrote and played the music, all I could think of was this sounds like the Saved by the Bell theme tune.
Oh.
And if that's what you were going for, you got there.
Yeah,
I'm not knocking it, but it's just where my brain went. I was like,
yeah.
okay, it's like that early 90s, like not Nerf Herder's Buffy theme tune, but you know what I mean?
Ooh.
It felt very much like a
Yeah,
springy, Saved by the Bell, guitar heavy, but not quite there yet. You know,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, there was a few anime references in there, some that I got because thanks to my husband and his love of anime, some that kind of went straight over my head. I loved Punky. I thought he was so good. His delivery was absolutely fantastic. The the way that he controlled the room and he demanded the screen and he was just phenomenal and his hair was amazing and he was great. The other guy, oh my gosh, is it Christian Castilius, was so Joey from Friends for me that it was it was like, oh, it was when he was watching the telly and there's a whole thing going on behind
yeah,
him.
no, I get that. Yeah. There was a lot of confusion within the storyline though that I didn't feel like needed to be there. Um, magic homeless people aside, and
I generally didn't mind
and
that.
weird rocks. I, it lost me. It lost me when I got there. I was like, right, what? Okay, I know. Don't get me wrong. I know zombies aren't real, and I know all of this sort of shit. So don't
What?
come at me for that. But you know, like, I
Zombies aren't real?
I was confused at where we were going. Then I was like, are we going down a fantasy route? Are we going to stick with the horror route? Where's this going to
Mm,
go? And it just sort of kind of confused me a little.
yeah. Well,
So
it was scrappy. It was fun. It had a lot of heart in it, and I will be interested to see where it goes from here,
I will say,
especially if Nicole
yeah,
McCauley is in it, because the mum was brilliant.
I will say it was the start, and the only way from there is up.
Yeah.
So interesting to, like you say, interested to see where it'll go. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance to see ZombieCon Volume 1, highly recommend you go and give it and see, check it out for yourself. You might agree with us, you might disagree with us. But that's over here is to give an honest review. We're just being honest. So, if there's nothing else left to say, stay spooky, everyone. Bye.